mental health and emotional health causes a lot of grief for people, and especially when people make choices, poor choices around alcohol and drugs or any kind of behavior. And when we make New Year's resolution, we want to change some of these things. However, because we may not have the inner strength or that motivation, sometimes support is so important, which sometimes we are reluctant to ask, whether it's our friends or our colleagues, because this is a path of healing, and we need people around us to support us. So Prameya ji, I know that for me, I have been coming to this temple for so many years. It's, I think, almost 30 plus years that I've known you and coming to the temple. And for me, this is a community where I have grown and learned. And in my struggles, there were periods where I struggled personally because of the work, not the work, but also some choices and decisions I made in my life. And the temple provided me a support, and of course we all need that support. So perhaps you can talk about a little bit about how much community can be so important for somebody with emotional health, mental health issues. How can they heal, and some of the places they can go?
The emotional things, it's a common to everybody. Some of the emotions, it give them happiness. For example, emotion towards your kith and kin and their happiness, and your emotion turn into very high level. Now emotion have several aspects. One of the aspect is emotion fully covered with negativity, and that type of emotion cannot give you the happiness, and you will be always tortured mentally. So therefore, this emotion based on over attachment or over possessiveness or over demanding, and so therefore we have to try to neutralize number one, demanding and over possessiveness and over attachment. Only three things brings your emotion good or bad.
So how can one do that?
That's a beautiful thing. Instead of I am saying, I can give you an example from the Buddha, Bhagavan Buddha. See, when he was every day used to take bhiksha, that means he is the one of the holiest master in our planet, known to you, because his teachings based on only complete purity of love. So he was gone to begging. Well, it may take long time, I can tell you, because story is bigger. So what he says is called Anusandhana. In one of our holy textbook called Srimad Bhagavata, and there is a beautiful story about Ambarisha, how he converted himself free from this attachment, aggressiveness, over demand, even though he is the emperor, but he detached himself. How beautifully, because the Nirmala, this is not easy, even though it is easy to say for me. In something happened to me also, I don't think I am ready to face that, because of course, because of our long practice, after that we can neutralize that. But immediately the reaction is common. For example, ball, if you throw, it comes back. If you stone, if you throw, it comes back, but damaging the other side. If you throw into stone, glass. Similarly, this has to be called Anusandhana. Anusandhana means we have, first of all, we should recognize that, okay, I have this problem. If you do, until you recognize that, until we accept that I have a problem, there is no way you can cure that. Once we know that, see, this is the problem I have. So then how? For example, I given a suggestion to somebody, and somebody lost very closer to them. So that's way. What happened? You have to that. I'll follow here Anusandhana only. Bhagavan Buddha's teaching, and also millions of years before that Ambarisha's. What he took all that endless of wealth as a prasada buddhaya. That means is a blessed glory to given to him to protect and preserve and nourish.